Coming up next on AVID Achievers, we're at Point Pleasant Elementary School. Hello, I'm Jennifer, the host of AVID Achievers, and today we're at Point Pleasant Elementary School to learn all about their AVID Showcase.
Alexis Lively, I'm the principal. This is my first year here, but my 9th year at the school. We have Madeline Smith, assistant principal. This is her 2nd year with us. And we also have Amy Chitwood. This is her 1st year with us as assistant principal. And then we have Mary Ficella. She is our AVID co-lead. She's been here for 13 years, and she's the one that started this program 9 years ago. And then we have Miss Worthington, who's a 13-year teacher, but 3rd year in ACPS, 3rd year with Point Pleasant, and she loves AVID, and she just jumped right on in. We started our AVID journey 2016, I believe Dot approached Mr. Gordon to start the AVID program, and he jumped right on in with Mary Ficella and Becky Yost, who's now an assistant principal. And what they started, we're starting small with 4th and 5th grade only, where we were just focusing on organization and note-taking. And then the following year, we extended to our 2nd grade and 3rd graders with organization, note-taking, and then one-pagers. So every year we built off of that. And then in 2018, we went school-wide from pre-K to 5th grade and within our autism program as well. We are the first AVID elementary school, and we were the first AVID elementary school to be a showcase. Mr. Gordon is the one that started this program with Mary and Becky, and one of the first things that he had to do was identify those teacher leaders, and that's really where the AVID program starts. And like, to make it successful is to have those teacher leaders that are all in and that can kind of share your vision and to get the buy-in from the rest of the teachers. But AVID, I've seen a difference. I was a teacher when I was first here at Point Pleasant, and then the assistant principal and principal, but I was able to see a difference in their scores, how the kids approach tests, their organization in their desks, and how their note-taking strategies, and you can see in our ELA and our math, our scores have improved.
Example of that newsletter that you have in your folder.
And then in your folder, you also have the example of the grade level one-pagers that get sent home at the beginning of the year. And then in our classroom, Alexis talked about it before, but we all have a bulletin board, which you guys will see as we walk through the different classrooms. The one-pagers outside of our classroom doors or office doors talk about ourselves with our names and our colleges and any other degrees that we have. And you'll be able to see that some of the teachers in our specialty site have one-pagers for their students as well outside the doors. All of our objectives, our I can statements, are color-coded, and again, you will see that, and that is just a general QLE that across the board, all of our objectives and I can statements are color-coded.
These are our primary goals. So every year, all grade levels have a goal. So pre-K and kindergarten, column response, and one-pagers. So you'll see a lot of that today. 1st and 2nd grade, 2 and 3 column notes, organization, and one-pagers. And here are some examples you'll see. So a column response that was from the month of November in a pre-K classroom, and then one-pagers for kindergarten. And you'll notice that in the primary grades, there's lots of scaffolding and things to help kind of model these strategies. Again, in 1st grade is a 2-column notes example where the teacher modified by kind of filling out that 1st column, and then students had to do the next. That was in a reading lesson. And then in a writing lesson, students had to brainstorm events from their life for a narrative, and they had a 3-column note.
Now we're going to be looking at the intermediate grade strategies. So for 3rd, 4th, and 5th, we have binder checks, 2 and 3 column notes, and marking the text. This is just an example of a 2-column note that the students were doing in science. And then we have a Frere model that students were completing during a social studies lesson. So you see all of these strategies we're able to use cross-curricular. And then our next one is a DLIQ today that was a 5th grade lesson on adding and subtracting decimals, and they were able to reflect on that lesson to say what they did, what they learned, what they thought was interesting, and then any questions they still had on the lesson. And like what Ms. Smith said, we are having our 1st to 5th grade students using their agendas. We use them weekly and daily to write down any homework assignments, any goals they'll have, or any upcoming events.
What you're going to do first is place all of your pictures on your circle map first. Then as a group, you're going to say, we're good to go, and you're able to glue them down. Happy?
Rotate to orange group over here, okay? Okay? Alright, does everybody have their rotation spot? Alright, please stand up. Walk to your next rotation. Check that group's work. Did they got it correct?
My name is Trent Zace, and when I grow up, I would very much likely to be a lawyer.
Hi, my name is Shamina Stack, and when I grow up, I want to be a hairdresser or a teacher.
My name is Kennedy Davis, and when I grow up, I want to be an artist.
My name is Bria Nelson, and when I grow up, I would like to be a photographer.
My name's Liam Kogel, and when I grow up, I'd like to be a country artist.
Yeah. It helps prepare me because, like, I'll be organized. Like, I can put, if I have something for, like, if I'm doing something for math, I can put, like, in a certain, like, folder or something. And I have something for science, I can put it in a different folder.
I think it'll help because, like, when you're a photographer, there's math involved. So I think that some of the AVID strategies would help better understand stuff. AVID has helped me because, like, if your mom tells you to clean your room and you already have a clean desk at school, then your room is more than likely to be, like, really clean as your desk.
I think AVID can help in so many ways, especially like as being a lawyer too. Like you would need to have everything organized. You would need to have papers and some things. And I think the AVID color stuff, where you sort it by color, is a really good thing that you can use.
AVID will definitely help me in my future because if I want to be an artist or a songwriter, then I need to know what people like and how to get people's interest, and I think AVID really helped me with that.
Like one of our activities is like we have like for writing at least we do like a one pager, and it's like you write down like a rough draft. You have like a bunch of stuff, and then you will eventually go on to write on your essay what you wrote down on that stuff.
So we also have these things that if you were in our classroom, you saw DQI, DILQ, and it's like, what did you do, what was interesting, what questions do you have, and what did you learn? And it helps like organize your thoughts.
So when you share your ideas, I feel like that helps me because I get to know what other people think and not just what I think.
I think that there's one of these AVID strategies called stand, share, sit. Basically, you stand and you present like what you were thinking, and then you can hear other people present what they were thinking, and so I think it helps better understand what other people thought compared to what you thought.
I think partnering up lets you, if you want to, you can do problems on your own, and then you can share them with your partner. And if you didn't get the same answer, you can check your work with your partner and see who was right. And if you were wrong, you can correct your answer.
Like a week ago, we did researching and using one-pagers for like universities in Maryland. And I actually found a university that I want to go to when I grow up. And I made that one-pager, and I was really proud of it.
It's helped me be more creative because with like one-pagers and stuff, like you get to draw the ideas that you have and like the facts on the one-pager, and it helps my creativity.
I think my personal favorite was 2-column notes. I think that helped me be more creative, but not to the point where I can get so like random and write it to so many places, but enough to have me still creative, but enough to keep me in a line.
The benefit is that you know like what you want to do. So like you have ideas of what colleges, because like some colleges do like different things and you can't choose from a lot of different majors.
Also, like, if you don't worry about it till high school, it can get, if like you're really stressing about what college you can get to, it's just like stressful. So if you start earlier and you research on all these colleges and find out more facts about them, it can make your decision easier.
I feel like the benefit is kind of like what Bria said, but when you look up colleges earlier, you can see what the activities are, what you can do in that college, and how I forget it. But when you do it in high school, you have not as much time to look it up. So you have there's so many different colleges that you could choose from, and you narrow it down to like 3 or 4, and you just can't pick, but you have to go to one. So I feel like studying about them earlier definitely would prepare you to which one you would want to go to.
I agree. If you plan ahead for the future, then I think you're most likely to like get into that college or university if you plan ahead.
I think that going for like college earlier is better because let's say you wait till you're in high school, then you're going to have way more stress to try to get in quicker. But let's say you stay till elementary and you research about it, you do that, you'll have more ideas over the years, and when it does come time to do that, it won't be as stressful and it will be easier to pick.
So when I looked up my college, Stevenson University, I saw that you could do engineering, and I thought back to last year when I did a project by myself, and I got 2 of the 3 things to work in like 10 minutes, and most people only got 1 done. I thought about maybe doing engineering instead, but then I realized going to chorus really helped me think about either engineering or going to be a singer. And I thought about my passion, so I'd rather be a singer anyway.
Anything that you can improve on because the school's amazing.
I think there may be like one thing, and it's what we can do with like our scholarship after we get it, and what we can still do after college.
There's nothing really to change about this school. The school's perfect, but I had a dream last night of I was going to give money to the school to make it a college, a high school, a middle school, and an elementary school, so I could stay here forever.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you were just as amazed as I was about all the AVID strategies they've infused throughout the middle school. And until next time, remember, don't be afraid to take advantage of all your opportunities because you never know where they may lead.